Hello everyone, FPL Wrapped here and welcome back to another Fantasy Football Fix daily price change prediction video. Just a reminder, I myself am on weekend duty, so you will see me here every Saturday and Sunday. If you're looking to build up team value early on in the season, perhaps you're playing your wild card this week and you want to build up team value, or potentially you just don't want to be priced out of your planned transfer moves, then look no further than this series and this channel. If you are enjoying the series, please do remember to like, comment and subscribe. And also, if you want to check price changes for yourself, head over to fantasyfootballfix.com or download our free app and enable push notifications. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So the next player on the list is someone that at the time when they had their first prize rise, I started to silently chuckle and thought, haha, the casuals are bringing in the wrong player here. And that man is Marcelo Alonso, because I think a lot of the more serious managers, or those of us that think we know our football, thought that Alonso, yes, would play in game week 1, but then Chilwell would come back in because Chilwell was Tuchel's favourite left back, definitely his favoured left back last season. But Alonso started game week 1, obviously got that 15-point haul, goal and a clean sheet. A lot of people brought him in, but he's then also started game week 2 and game week 3, and Chilwell is now back in training, he's back fit, so it just looks like potentially Alonso could be favoured to Chilwell, which would be very, very, very interesting. Now, at the time of recording this, he's at 105% progress, so he has passed that threshold, but he's only rising at 1.9% per hour, so there's not necessarily a bandwagon happening today, but he has already passed that threshold, so we think there's a relative likelihood that Alonso does go up in price tonight to 5.7 million. And if he is nailed as a left back for Chelsea, he looks like a fantastic option. If we take a look at his touch map from the first 3 game weeks, he's essentially playing as a left winger when Chelsea have the ball in possession. Obviously, that's why we love that 5-back formation or 3-back, because of the wing backs are absolute gold in FPL when they're listed as a defender and they're playing wing back. And that's what Alonso is. We know he's on some corners, as you can see from the touch map, he's on some corners. He takes some free kicks, direct free kicks. So he is FPL gold, and Chelsea defends so well. So if he can be nailed in that Chelsea side, even if he only starts 70 or 80% of the games in the Premier League at left back, he could be a fantastic, fantastic option. I personally think there might be a little bit more rotation when the Champions League comes along, and it might be that Alonso's favoured in the Champions League, or it could be Chilwell is. So it might be worth keeping an eye out for that. But if you want to bring in the Spaniard, tonight is probably the night, because he's going to go up to, we think he's going to go up to 5.7 million this evening. As per his colleague Antonio, Benrahma does look like he's going to be getting his 4th price rise this evening. He's at around 105.5% progress, and he's rising still at 2% per hour. So still rising at a relative rate, but again, as per Alonso, he's past that 100%. So I think Alonso and Benrahma, there's a chance they don't go up, but we do predict that both will be going up in price this evening. Now, he did blank in game week 3, but he did have a few chances to score. Most notably, one that might not pop up in the stats is in the last couple of minutes, Antonio broke free and there was a 2-on-2, and he had the chance to slide in Benrahma, but unfortunately he didn't, took it a little bit wider and then couldn't slide him in. So yes, he only got 2 points, Benrahma, but I don't think that's necessarily indicative of his performance in game week 3. Now, we've discussed Benrahma's stats, etc. in a lot of detail. So what I thought I would do is, for those of you that don't have Benrahma and you're put off by the fact he's going to go up in price again and you want to go for a bit of a differential at a cheaper price, someone that has looked very impressive, especially in the first half of the Man United game, which I'm recording this around halftime, so is Adama Traore. He's passed the eye test, his underlying statistics fantastic. And if we flash up on screen Benrahma's heat map on the left alongside Adama's heat map on the right, you can see they are fairly similar, but Adama Traore is getting into the box a little bit more, and he's also in the more central areas, which is exactly where you can hurt and you can gain FPL points. So I'm not necessarily saying Adama Traore is a better option than Benrahma. His end product isn't anywhere near as good historically or this season. But if you're looking for someone at 6 million with potentially better fixtures, because Wolves' next 4 is Watford, Brentford, Southampton and Newcastle. So if you're looking to try and get ahead of the pack or go for someone slightly different or alongside Benrahma, I do really like Adama Traore. So worth keeping an eye on. And if you don't want to get Benrahma now that he's going to get his 4th price rise, I do like Traore. Quickly before we finish, you might be thinking, all we've done tonight is potential price rises. And that's really because there aren't that many price falls of note this evening. Now, we are predicting at the time of recording around 10 to 12 players to fall in price, but none of them have high ownership, and I don't think many would be interesting to the majority of the viewers this evening. The main 3 that I would say might potentially be of interest is Edinson Cavani, Kevin De Bruyne and Raheem Sterling are all predicted to fall in price at the time of recording. But other than that, it's a lot of players that are owned by less than 1% of managers. But if you think you have got a differential in your team that might fall in price, of course, go and check for yourself this evening. But fairly quiet in the price fall transfer market this evening. Now, we are going to start with the man on the thumbnail, Ferran Torres, who at the time of recording is at 93.2% progress, but he is rising at 3.7% progress per hour. Now, remember, players need to pass 100% progress threshold to be considered for a price change. So we're predicting that if he does continue to rise at 3.7% per hour, by the time the price changes happen this evening, then he will indeed be over that threshold and likely rise in price. He scored 2 goals and got 1 assist in game week 3, which was racking up 18 points. Sorry, Mark Southerns, if you know, you know. Punished the sellers. A few people did sell him, but as a result of that haul, now a lot of managers are looking to bring him in. He's been brought in by 130,000 managers at the time of recording in this game week alone. So there is definitely a bandwagon forming. Now, if we take a look at his touch map from game week 3, he was involved in everything Manchester City did centrally, which is really, really enticing. He's essentially a midfielder playing out of position up front or in that false 9 position. He had 10 touches in the box, 3 shots in the box, and obviously both goals from in the box as well. So he's playing in that false 9 position. It's exactly what we want, only 7 million. The only competition he's really got now is Kevin De Bruyne coming back and playing in the false 9, or someone like Sterling playing in the false 9 position. So it does look like he will start the majority of the games. A City striker out of position at 7 million starting most games is absolute gold in FPL. There's a chance he doesn't go up in price tonight. Obviously, if the transfer market slows down this evening, if people stop transferring in at this rate, he obviously hasn't quite reached 100% yet. So keep an eye on it this evening. But at the time of recording, it does look like he's going to go up in price tonight. So guys, there you have it. Those are the predicted price changes for this evening. Just a friendly reminder that price changes are not an exact science, especially with lots of wildcards being played at the moment. And remember, wildcard transfers don't count towards potential price changes, so that might skew the data slightly. And also at the weekend, transfer activity fluctuates quite a lot and it's quite volatile. So predicting price changes throughout the day, they're constantly changing. So the best way to get around that is to take them with a pinch of salt, but also to check for yourselves. And you can do that by heading to fantasyfootballfix.com or downloading our free app and enabling push notifications. The best way to stay informed is to check for yourself, so please do go head over to the website and have a look for yourselves. If you are enjoying this series, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and tune in every single evening whilst we bring you the latest with respect to price changes, price falls and price rises. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.